Kyle! What is wrong with you? Where the hell are you right now? If you're not doing anything important, then come back home now! Oh, hey Mom. What's the matter with you all of a sudden? Why are you mad at me? You saw me head out to work this morning. You know that I can't just leave work and go home. I'm on my lunch break for a little longer, so tell me what you need to tell me before I have to go back to work. You're such a huge liar! Did you really think that I would fall for any of this? What are you talking about? There's no reason for me to lie about any of this. Just be quiet already! I've heard enough! I don't remember raising you into a liar! I still have no idea what you're talking about. Just tell me what's wrong. Also, I totally understand why you have no memory of raising me. You only cared about Lisa. She was your favorite child by far, and you never gave me any attention. The only people that actually cared for me and raised me were my grandpa and grandma. Once they passed away, you forced me to drop out of high school and start working. You ruined my future so that I would provide money for you. Stop talking about the past. You really are good at twisting the story so that it sounds like you're the victim. Just hurry up and come home right now. We're going to have a family meeting. Wait, what did you just say? A family meeting? You can't be serious. I am very serious about this. We need to talk about your future. You can't just keep being lazy forever. Lazy? Did you seriously just call me lazy? I can't believe you would say that to me. It doesn't sound like anything important, so I'm not going to go home. I'll listen to what you have to say to me after I'm done with work today. Did you just say work? What are you even talking about? You're a lazy and unemployed piece of trash. Did you just call me unemployed? How did you even come to such a ridiculous conclusion? I am definitely not unemployed. Enough with your lies. I expect you to be home within an hour. You better not be a single minute late. Wait, hold on a minute. Did you not listen to anything I just told you? Just be quiet already. I know that you're not doing anything meaningful right now. Come home before I get really mad at you. You need to learn to listen. It feels like I'm just talking to a brick wall. I have an important meeting at work in the afternoon, so I can't come home. What are you talking about? How could an unemployed person like you have a meeting to attend? This is hopeless. Well, I've got to go now. Goodbye. You better come home. I will punish you if you disobey me. Kyle! I can't believe you could do such a thing! How dare you skip our family meeting? Lisa, you can't be serious. I told Mom that I couldn't come home because of work. I'll listen to what you guys have to say to me after I come home from work. I'm always going to prioritize work if it's not an emergency. Surely a family meeting can be done whenever we want. It was an emergency meeting! The meeting was about you lying about working when you're really unemployed. We really need you to start working. You've been lazy for long enough now. I really don't get anything you're talking about. I was sitting at my desk at work and getting paperwork done 10 minutes ago. Just stop lying! There's no reason for an unemployed guy like you to do any paperwork. How many times do I have to say the same thing? I'm not unemployed. Please just tell me why you guys have come to this conclusion. I've always been treated like an outcast in this family, but this is the first time I've been accused of being unemployed. Why did you guys suddenly start assuming this? We actually found out that you're unemployed this morning. There's obviously been a misunderstanding then. What evidence did you find? I ran into one of your friends from back in high school. Do you remember a guy called Nick? Yeah, I do remember him. Guess you met him a couple of times as well back in the day. Well, I ran into him at the station this morning and we talked for a little while. That's when he asked me about what you were doing these days. He told me that the last time that you guys talked was at a high school reunion 7 years ago. He said that you had just quit your job at the time, and he wanted to know where you were working right now. I can't believe that you've been unemployed for such a long time. 7 years?
That is unacceptable.
Actually, I started working at a different company a couple of weeks after I quit that one.
I know that you're lying. You're a piece of trash that only makes $7,500 a year.
What are you talking about? Where did you even get that figure from?
After I heard that you quit your job, I decided to search around your room to see what you were really up to these days.
No way. Did you seriously go through my stuff without my permission?
I logged into your desktop and saw the balance of your bank account. I saw that the balance of your bank account had stopped ever since $7,500 was deposited 1 year ago. So obviously, your yearly salary is only $7,500. That's such a pathetic amount. It's pretty much the same as being unemployed.
$7,500? Oh, so you're talking about that bank account. Yeah, there's a huge misunderstanding. I don't really use that bank account at all.
We've already decided what we're going to do with you at the family meeting that we had today. We decided that we're going to have to kick you out of the house.
Are you serious? I'm getting kicked out?
You have no say in this as you purposely skipped the family meeting. You should have attended if you wanted to share your opinion.
This is just ridiculous. I told you guys that I couldn't attend the family meeting because I was at work.
I threw all of your belongings out into the garden. Hurry up and collect it all before everything gets ruined. It's forecasted to rain later today. We want you and all of your belongings gone as soon as possible.
My belongings are in the garden? How could you do such a thing? I have some pretty valuable things that are very important to me.
I couldn't care less about your belongings. I'd hurry up and pick everything up before it starts raining. You deserve this for hiding the fact that you were unemployed from us for such a long amount of time. We're all so happy that we managed to kick a lazy piece of trash like you out of the house.
I'm not going to even bother correcting you anymore. I know that you're not going to listen to anything that I have to say.
There's no point in listening to anything that you have to say. It's all going to be lies anyway.
Let me just check one thing with you. Am I right in thinking that Mom and Dad both agreed to this? This decision is final, right?
Yeah, they both agreed, and it's definitely final. There's no way we're going to let you move back in with us. I told you that this was decided at the family meeting. It's your fault that you didn't turn up to it.
Yeah, I'm completely fine with this decision too. I think this is the best decision for all of us. Just promise me one thing.
What do you want me to promise?
Once I leave the house, don't ever contact or come to see me ever again. I want to cut ties with you all completely.
That's what we should be saying to you. I'm glad we agree on something at least. We're not going to send you any financial support even if you come to us begging for money.
Kyle! I can't believe what you did! How dare you use our family savings without our permission? Give back all the money that you stole from us! Oh, hey Mom. I thought I told you not to message me anymore. It seems like I'm being blamed for something that I didn't do. Again. What's going on this time? I'm talking about the shared bank account where we save money for our living expenses. The money from that bank account is disappearing at an alarming rate. We haven't changed our lifestyle at all, so someone's using all our money. I know that you managed to get access to the account somehow and are using up our precious savings. How would I get access to that account? I don't know the password, and I don't own any credit cards linked to that account. I'm tired of hearing all your lies and excuses. Hurry up and admit what you've done. You know that this is a crime, right? I'm going to report you to the police if you don't own up to what you've done. If you give back all the money that you stole right now, I won't call the police. You wouldn't have to commit a crime like this if you just get employed. There's no way that you can make a living with just $7,500 a year. You really need to think about the situation you're in and start making improvements to your life immediately. At this rate, you're going to become a homeless beggar on the streets. I actually earn $7,500 a month. That's my monthly salary, not my yearly salary. What are you talking about? Didn't I tell you that I've had enough of your lies? Lisa told me that your yearly salary was $7,500. She said that she was sure because she took a look at your bank account history. That was actually just a huge misunderstanding. The bank account that she saw was the account that I used to use back in high school. Your bank account from back then? Are you serious? Yeah, it's all the money that I saved after you forced me to drop out of high school. I did a couple of part-time jobs and I used to use that account to get paid. You're joking, right? That's the money you made from part-time jobs? Yeah, it is. It's a really old bank account. I recently logged into the account after a very long time. I had actually forgotten about it for years. I guess that she mistook that account as my main account that I use right now. That's probably why she thought I only earned $7,500 a year. Did you really think that I would fall for such a blatant lie like that? Also, stop trying to change the subject. You need to own up to the crime that you committed. Actually, you need to accept the reality of what's happening. Surely you know what's going on, right? What are you talking about? The real lazy piece of trash of our family is Dad. I bet you that he knows more about where all your savings are going. What are you talking about? I think it was around a year ago. The company that he used to work for went bankrupt and all the employees got laid off. How did I not hear about this? Did his company really go bankrupt? I thought that they were doing really well and he got a raise recently. I'm pretty sure that's all a lie. I guess he hadn't got around to telling you guys about it yet. Actually, I'm not sure if he has any intention of telling you about it. The only reason I know about his company going bankrupt is because we both work in the same field. I was actually being kind and kept on depositing $2,500 a month into the living expenses bank account. I planned on helping out financially until he managed to find another job again. Wait, are you serious? You were the one that kept on putting that much money into our bank account? Also, did you just say that you work in the same field as him? That must mean that you finally found a job. Yeah, I've been working here for around 7 years now. Did you just say 7 years? I thought that you were unemployed all this time. You could have mentioned something about it. Actually, I did mention it to you guys. I told you guys that I would quit my job so that I could inherit my girlfriend's father's company in the future. I told all 3 of you about it, but I guess none of you have any interest in me at all. You guys just assumed that I was unemployed for 7 years. I really did feel like a complete outcast. None of you listened to anything that I talked about. Wait, so you're telling me that you're going to become the CEO of a company in the near future? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Right now, I'm the manager of one of the departments. I work a lot of overtime, so currently I'm making at least $7,500 a month. That's so much money! I'm so proud of you! It's way too late for compliments like that. It's kind of crazy how I can make the same $7,500 in a month these days. It took me over a year to save up $7,500 when I was working the part-time jobs after I quit high school. I guess I've come a very long way. I can't believe that you're going to become the CEO of a company! You're also making $7,500 a month. Well, none of this matters to you guys now, right? We cut ties, remember? That was all just a huge mistake. You can come back now. Why would I want to come back? I got kicked out of the house after being accused for something that wasn't even true. All of my belongings were thrown out into the garden and I had to collect it all by myself in the rain. I had a ton of insults sent my way for something that I didn't do. None of you even cared for me ever since I was a small kid. We had to kick you out because you skipped our family meeting. I told you very clearly that I had an important meeting for work that day. I also told you that I would listen to what you had to say after work. It wasn't an emergency at all, right? You guys could have just waited for me. Instead, I was told to leave the house without any chance to explain my side of the story. I actually have something that I need to tell you. What is it? You can come back home and live with us, if you really want to. You can't be serious. Did you not listen to anything that I just told you? You can come back as long as you keep depositing the $2,500 a month like you used to do when you lived here. I thought that you guys all cut ties with me. You guys told me not to come and ask for help, even if I needed financial support. I really don't see why I should come back to live with people who would say that to me. I thought I told Lisa to tell you guys not to contact me anymore.
She didn't tell me any of that.
Would you please hold on for a minute? I'll go and talk to her about it.
Hey, Kyle! I just heard about it all from Mom. She told me that you're going to become the CEO of a huge company. Is what she said really true?
Yes, it's all true. I really don't want to have to explain the same thing all over again. Go and ask her about it if you want to know the details.
Yeah, I'll do that later. Would you please come back and move in with us again?
Why should I do that? You were the one that told me to never come back again. We told each other that we would cut ties and that we would never contact each other ever again. What happened to that promise?
Well, I wouldn't have said any of that if I knew you were going to become the CEO of a big company. It's kind of your fault for not telling me about it.
Actually, I told you about it when I first got the job. You were the one that chose not to listen to me. All three of you had absolutely no interest in me. Even when I tried to make conversation with you guys would all just ignore me.
Well, there was a good reason for that, you know.
I can't believe how differently I'm being treated as soon as you realized my job position. You're only taking interest in me for the money, right? How pathetic. Aren't you guys embarrassed at all?
Well, no, it's not like that. I just really want to live with you all of a sudden. We are siblings after all, right?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I have to get back to work now.
Wait, you can't just leave! We haven't solved any of our problems! We're really running low on savings, and I don't think that we're going to be able to pay our living expenses next month.
I really don't care at all. It's not my problem anymore.
Please don't abandon us!
Do you not remember that we cut ties with each other? That means that we're no longer family. You guys are complete strangers to me now. I really have no obligation to help out strangers like you guys. Go and solve the problems that you have by yourselves. Goodbye, and don't ever contact me again. My family searched up the company that I work for and tried to confront me at my workplace the very next day. However, they got the wrong address and ended up barging into a different company's office. They went into the office shouting that their son is going to become the next CEO. They demanded that I show up and talk to them. However, this was impossible as they had the completely wrong company. They were eventually escorted out by the police who had been called to the scene. Someone had recorded the whole incident and the video went viral on social media. My parents had become very famous in a bad way. They would get made fun of whenever they went out into town. These days, they are scared to leave the house and are reliant on Lisa to earn enough money for them all to make a living. She was unable to make enough money by herself and decided to try gambling the little money that she had left. This plan went terribly, and she got into massive debt. The three of them couldn't even afford to buy food and ended up shoplifting food from the grocery store. They were caught and given a final warning by the police after they paid a hefty fine. The very next day, the three of them decided to leave town, and they haven't been seen since. Nobody has any idea where they are or what they are doing.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Hey, Anna. Don't bother me today, okay? I am not coming home, and that's final. You know what? While I am at it, I will be home late tomorrow, too. Don't bother checking up on me or anything.
What do you mean? What's wrong, Anthony? What do you mean you'll be home late tomorrow, too? Didn't you tell me that tomorrow you will actually be home earlier than usual? What happened? Don't tell me you forgot what day tomorrow is. Come on, Anthony. It's an important day for us.
What are you talking about? What is so important about tomorrow that you have to bother me right now?
What is tomorrow? How can you ask me such a thing? How can you possibly forget after all this time? Tomorrow is our wedding anniversary, Anthony. How can you forget such an important day in our relationship?
Oh gosh, a wedding anniversary? Come on. What is that really? It's just a bunch of nonsense. Besides, it sure doesn't feel like our anniversary. I don't feel like celebrating it or recognizing it in any way. How annoying.
You don't feel like it? What are you talking about? What's gotten into you, Anthony? It's our 5-year wedding anniversary. That's half a decade. We should do something big to celebrate. It's a big deal. We even talked about it the other day. Don't you remember?
Oh, we did? It must have slipped my mind. Please enlighten me. What did we end up talking about anyway?
Well, recently you have been coming home a lot later than usual, which is pretty uncharacteristic for you. Then when you get home, you barely even look at me, let alone want to even discuss anything with me. So, that is why I wanted to have more time to talk with you. I told you that the other day, too. You forgot? I figure from now on, with a new start on our anniversary, we can take the time to spend more time together and talk more.
From now on? It just sounds like you are whining about me coming home late, if you ask me. Stop being so immature and start acting your age. You are already 35 years old, right? Give me a break. We have been together for 5 long years. There is nothing we need to restart. No need to start any conversations with "from now on" with me, Anna.
Wow, Anthony. You don't have to take that tone with me. You are coming across way too harsh to your wife right now. Why are you even bringing up my age to begin with? My age has nothing to do with this conversation right now. All I wanted to do was talk to you about our anniversary and maybe discuss our future together a little bit.
Our future? Ugh, I am so sick of your incessant babbling. Let me just be clear. There is no future for us anymore. So you can go ahead and stop using the word us anymore, okay?
What? What are you talking about, Anthony? You don't have to take a little argument like this too far and say we are breaking up so suddenly.
There is nothing sudden about it, Anna. I have been thinking about this for quite some time, actually. And you know what? The more I think about it, the more I can't help but think about how ugly and repulsive you are. You disgust me, honestly.
What the hell? Why are you acting like this all of a sudden and saying such hurtful things to me? Don't you think you were taking this just a little too far? I am your wife after all.
You are ugly. How is that my fault? It's the truth, isn't it? It's not my fault you can't see reality and accept it. And I won't accept my wife being ugly. That is immediate disqualification in my book. Sometimes I really can't help but to wonder how someone with a face like that was able to get married in the first place. It's hideous.
Stop it, Anthony. Just cut to the chase already and stop beating around the bush. Just what exactly are you trying to say? I mean, you are going through all the trouble of calling me ugly and trying to make me feel sorry for myself. And you say you can't believe someone like me got married. But the one who married me is you. So how can you sit there and make fun of my looks when you were the one who married me in the first place? You aren't making any sense. Not only are you not being nice to your wife, but you aren't being very fair right now either.
Well, I have finally had enough. All of this are things I have wanted to say 5 years ago. And I have wanted to say to you for 5 long years. I wish I could tell myself from 5 years ago to dump you and find myself a much more beautiful, younger woman to marry. But I was immature and impatient 5 years ago and decided, what the hell? I just needed to get married as fast as possible.
You want to marry someone younger? Anthony, I am younger than you. Did you forget that?
Oh, please, get off your high horse. You are only 3 years younger than me. That's nothing. I need someone much younger than that. I can't stand being around your ugly old and decrepit body anymore.
Stop it. Enough. Tell me already. What's gotten into you? You have been acting so horrible to me since we started talking today. What happened? The way you are speaking to me is so disrespectful and just plain mean. What's going on? Out with it already. Just be blunt and tell me exactly what you want to say already. I am tired of all the name calling.
Oh, well, when you put it that way. Nothing, really. I don't really have anything in particular I want or need to say to you, Anna. But I mean, if you're going to force me, I guess the simplest way I can put it is I want you out of the house immediately.
What? You want me out of the house? Are you trying to kick me out of our house right now?
That's right. Don't forget, it is my house, so I make the rules. And I am telling you, I want you out of there immediately. I can't stomach the sight of you living there anymore. You are such an eyesore. It's disgusting, honestly.
I am not going anywhere. There is no way I am just going to leave the house I have been living in for 5 years because you just all of a sudden told me to. What's gotten into you, Anthony? I can't wrap my head around how you are speaking to me today.
I told you before. I am just speaking the truth. And it's not my fault that you won't accept it. Quite frankly, I don't care if you accept it or not. All I need to know is that you understand what I am saying to you. So, you understand, right? I'll make it even simpler for you since I know you lack the brain power. We are done. Through. It's over. I don't want to be married to you anymore.
Are you kidding me? Don't you think this is a conversation we should be having together? Face to face? You should be able to tell me all of these things face to face. I deserve at least that much respect. And here I was sitting here thinking that because tomorrow is our wedding anniversary, that we would end up having a great time together celebrating it. But after everything you are saying, that obviously isn't going to happen, is it? Are you serious about all of this, Anthony?
Yup. It's definitely not going to happen, and you are dumb for even thinking for a second anything different. Besides, I am quite busy tomorrow anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that is what you always say. All you ever tell me anymore is that you are busy. Always with the same excuse. So why don't you go ahead and just tell me already? What are you so busy with all the time? Don't try to tell me it's because you are doing overtime at work. No company makes their employees do so much overtime.
Who do you think you are demanding me to answer questions like that? What I am doing and why I am busy has nothing to do with you. Back off.
It absolutely has something to do with me. We are still husband and wife after all, Anthony. I think it's fair for a wife to know what her husband is doing that keeps him so busy all the time.
We are still husband and wife, you say? Oh, come on, Anna. Don't make me laugh. As far as I am concerned, you aren't a wife to me anymore. I would love nothing more for us to not have anything more to do with each other going forward. I think I said all I needed to say and made things perfectly clear for that small brain of yours to understand. But fine, let me tell you. Tomorrow I am busy because I am actually planning on getting an amazing present for you for our anniversary.
What in the world are you talking about? A present? You're getting something for me? Don't bother. After how you spoke to me today, I don't need any sort of present from you. Especially not an anniversary gift. All I wanted was time with you. That was it. Time for us to sit down together and just talk for once.
No, that's not what you are getting. Besides, I have already decided on the perfect gift I absolutely need to get you. I should actually go out now so I can go get it for you. See you later.
Fine. If you are actually going to get me something, then I guess I can put this all behind us. So, what is the present? Anthony! What in the hell is going on? What is the meaning of this?
Oh, Anna! I can't say I'm surprised to hear from you. So, out with it. Did you finally see my present to you? Perfect! Do me a favor. Why don't you go ahead and fill that out for me before you head off to work? I'll fill it out after you and then deliver it for us once you sign it, and this whole mess will be taken care of. Perfect gift, right?
You want me to fill it out? Just like that? Without actually even talking or discussing anything together?
What a waste of time that would be. Discussing anything with you would be pointless since my mind is already made up. Don't drag this on unnecessarily. There isn't anything you can do or say to change my mind. I already know in my heart this is the right decision. for me to cut ties with a pig like you.
You are horrible. Of all days, you decide on our anniversary to serve me with divorce papers? Are you serious, Anthony? I should expect nothing less from you at this point. You really are the worst person I ever met.
Hey, don't try to pretend like you are all surprised. I warned you. After all, I did say I had a present for you, didn't I? And that is exactly what you got. A beautiful present. And what's more is that it was a surprise present. What a nice thing of me to do. So, are you surprised? Do you love it?
To say that I am surprised would be the understatement of the year. I have had enough. I will sign these papers, Anthony. I will give you what you want. But you have to give me what I want. Before you send these papers in, me and you need to actually sit down and talk together to discuss all of this. No matter what happens moving forward, we have to at least sit down together and have a discussion regarding all of this.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, Anna. I will think about it, I guess. No promises, though.
What do you mean, you guess? Stop treating me like I am a piece of garbage. We have to talk, Anthony. What time are you coming home tonight? Please, all I ask is that you just make a little bit of time for me so we can talk. For once, just set aside a little bit of time for me. We need to have one last talk together as a married couple before anything happens. We owe that much to each other.
Well, I did it. I officially submitted the divorce papers. No need to thank me.
What? You did? How could you? I thought we were going to talk together before you did anything.
Blah, blah, blah. I am officially a single man. Wow, what a relief. It feels like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. A huge, ugly weight. Now that that part is over, hurry up and get the hell out of my house. You are not my wife anymore, so you don't belong there.
Anthony, what are you talking about? You told me before you delivered the divorce papers, we would get together so we can discuss things first. You said that!
Yeah, well, I changed my mind. It would be just such a huge waste of time. I deemed it unnecessary and decided to get the ball rolling by just delivering the papers. Besides, I am the one who wants the divorce. So, since I am the one who wants it, then it should be done on my time. I don't accept any objections or backtalk from you. Especially not anymore.
You took it upon yourself to go out of your way to send me divorce papers on our wedding anniversary. And then you go out of your way to submit them without talking to me like you promised. You really are the worst human being to ever exist.
I don't care what you say anymore. Honestly, at this point, nothing you say about the situation matters anyway. All that you need to focus on now is getting out of my house. Hurry up! The sooner, the better. Don't test me, Anna. If you refuse to leave, I will completely flip out on you.
I already told you, I refuse. I am not just leaving the house I have lived in for 5 years. Impossible. I said that to you already, didn't I? You need to listen to me when I talk.
Damn, you are so annoying, you ugly pig. I hate you. Stop giving me pushback. I can't stand the sight of your repulsive face any longer. I don't want it anywhere near me or my house ever again. Don't you understand what you are doing to me? You are literally making me sick by forcing me to look at that horrendous face of yours.
Enough! Stop it, Anthony! I have had enough of your abuse now. I am tired and fed up with listening to you just whine and complain about everything about me. The truth finally comes out. That is why you won't talk to me face to face? Because you can't stand to look at me? Well, fine. But you mark my words. I will never forgive you for the things you said to me and what you have done to me.
You won't forgive me. You're going to make me laugh again. As if I care if you forgive me or not at this point. It doesn't make a bit of difference to me. I don't know and don't care how much you love me or like me anymore at this point. I really couldn't care less. But to be honest, Hearing you talk to me this way is quite comical. You actually cooled off my temper quite a bit. But that is about enough of this conversation. There is no more use in talking to you about anything else. So, with that, goodbye, Anna. Forever. Thank goodness.
Say what you want. But when you get home, we will have our discussion, Anthony. So hurry up and get back here so we can get this over with.
Oh, shut up. Don't bark orders at me, you pig. You are the one who needs to hurry up and get out of my house immediately. Stop trying to pull me back into the conversation. I already said goodbye. Bye-bye.
Oh, no. That's not how things are going to go down around here, Anthony.
Well, it's been a couple weeks. So, are you still at my house or what?
Yep. You got that right. I am still here.
Damn it! Why are you still there? Why haven't you hurried out of there like I commanded you to? Just listen to what I say for once already. I can't go back there if you are still there.
Oh, so that is why you have been coming and going frequently. Well, if you are able to do that much, then you should be able to sit down with me and have a proper conversation. We can both ask each other questions and get the proper answers we need. At the very least, for some closure.
That's enough. You have taken this too far. It has been 2 weeks and you are still living in my house. You really can't get over me, can you? You just love me so much, it's honestly quite disgusting. I can't stand it.
What? Are you being serious? You are so full of yourself, Anthony.
You just have this lingering attachment toward me and you can't get over me. Is that why you refuse to leave and are still staying at my house? Honestly, it's not only sad on your part, but it's so annoying. All you are to me now is nothing but a burden. Open your eyes, Anna. We are done. I want nothing more to do with you. I already tossed you away like the ugly pig you are. Accept it and move on already. Put some effort in moving forward already. Move on with your life and stop bugging me. Well, even if you can't, at least one of us in this relationship has already begun moving forward.
Wow, you are quite full of yourself. So you really think because I can't get over you that I am continuing to hole myself up in your house? Is that your theory?
That's right. That is obviously the reason. What else could it possibly be? That is what I am trying to tell you. You staying there is just so annoying. All it does is make me hate you more. I almost can't stand it. We divorced and yet you refuse to leave. How long do you plan on staying there? It is starting to feel like you are never going to leave. Just hurry up and pack all your nonsense you have there. I want to be able to go back to my home and live in peace. How many times do I need to tell you? You need to do what I say and get out. It's my house.
What? It's your house, you say? Really?
Just give it up already, Anna. You are doing nothing but wasting both of our time. It has already been 2 weeks since the divorce. It has been more than enough time. Hurry up and get out. You just must love me still. You can't stop thinking about me and pray that I will take you back. Is that it? Well, that'll never happen, you ugly pig.
You seem to misunderstand, Anthony. My name is on the deed to this house.
It's on the deed? Wait, what? Seriously?
That's right. I kept thinking to myself, exactly what was it you said earlier? You know what I mean. The time when you first started talking about the divorce. I kept thinking over and over to myself, what in the world is he going on about? You keep trying to say it's your house, but the reality of the situation is this house is in my name. So let me make one thing perfectly clear. If anyone is going to leave, it's going to be you.
What? Hey, are you serious about that? Hold on a second here, Anna. Maybe you just need to take a minute to calm down and compose yourself before saying such things.
Oh no, make no mistake. I am perfectly calm. I am especially calm given the situation we are in and the conversation we are having. The one who is leaving this house is you. And don't worry, I am saying this to you calmly. Why in the world did you think I was going to be the one driven away from my own home that I own?
What the? Is that true? Is the house really in your name?
That's right. It's my house. The deed to the house has my name written on it, not yours. So I am not fighting you on the divorce. I didn't do or say one thing to prevent you from getting one. In fact, at this point, I even agree with you that a divorce was for the best. But there is no way I will be the one to leave this house. That's for sure. Well, that is all I had to say to you. I finally got to say it. And don't worry, I am still saying this to you calmly.
So, your name is on the deed. So, I guess that means... what, exactly? Hey, wait, then what the hell, Anna?
Huh? What do you mean? What is it now? Have you found something new to complain about?
No, but why didn't you fight against the divorce then? You said it yourself. You didn't do or say anything to prevent it from moving forward. Is it possible that you yourself wanted a divorce too, and you just didn't say anything until I brought it up?
Wow, Anthony. What are you talking about? You really sound like a different person recently. Does that even make any sense to you? We are already divorced anyway, right? We have been for 2 weeks, remember?
Well, yeah. That's right. It's not like I forgot or anything. But you mean to tell me that your problem isn't the fact that you aren't over me?
Over you? Wow, now you are the one who is going to make me laugh. You think I still have some sort of lingering attachment to you? After everything you said and did?
That's right. There is no way you can be over someone like me so fast. It's only been 2 weeks. Stop the act. We both know you are still in love with me. That's why you were complaining so much about the divorce when I brought it up. You complained so much about it.
Look, honestly, I have no idea what you were talking about or what you were trying to say. But that just isn't true.
What? It's not true. I don't believe you.
I wasn't complaining about the divorce. I wanted to get together to talk about the rent and what we will do with the house going forward. But you flat out refused to talk to me. So that conversation became impossible to have thanks to you.
Really? That's what you wanted to talk about? That is why you wanted to get together so bad and discuss? You mean, it wasn't because of me and because you still loved me? It was because of the house?
Yep, it was about the house. So, we have been divorced for 2 weeks, and yet you are still the one holed up in my house. So, where is your portion of the rent? Pay up already.
What? Rent? You really are expecting rent from me? All I was doing is living in my house. Why should I give you rent?
How many times do I need to tell you for you to understand? You are wrong. The house is mine, not yours. I guess I will have to say it again for it to sink in. This house is mine. Mine! You may have thought you can just throw your name on the deed too whenever you felt like it. But there is no way. It would have been impossible. Especially since you've been unemployed until last year. Have you forgotten about that?
Well, no. I didn't forget about that part. Of course not. I am not an idiot.
That is why I always said it makes more sense than paying such a high rent per month in the big city. It was much more economical to just build a house in the countryside. So I had this house built. And once it was built, it was my name that was put on the deed, not yours.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I guess that is how it went down.
Once you finally were able to pick yourself up and find a new job, you just turned into the worst type of person. You very quickly forgot about all the things I did for you and gave to you. Did you just think you were playing around and decide you can treat me however you feel like now that you have a job? I would never allow that to happen. I have too much respect for myself to let anyone walk all over me like that. You actually thought your ex-wife, who owns this house, would actually be the one to leave so you can live in it by yourself? You really are funny. So I said it before, but let me say it again. The one who has the privilege of moving out is you. Because after all, this is my house and my property.
Why, you... I can't believe I forgot all about that. But no, I'm not leaving. What if I stay?
What? Stay? You can't be serious right now, Anthony.
Come on. You don't really want that, do you? You don't want me out of the house and out of your life. You still love me. Isn't that right? Come on, be honest with yourself. So I won't leave. I will do you a favor and just stay in the house with you.
No, don't worry. I will be just fine. You can definitely go.
What? But, Anna, please.
I already said this before. You can and will be the one to leave. So, get out already. Or, if you want to stay, then you can start paying me rent. Which will it be? I am trying to be nice and offer you a room that you can rent out. You don't really have the means or the brains to move away and live on your own, so I thought you can live in one of my spare rooms for a while. But I guess I made a mistake in thinking you could do even that. How surprising. I am being sarcastic, obviously. Forget about it.
Wait a second. So you are being serious? You really want me to move out? Come on, please just calm down a little bit. I think you should calm down so you can be able to think things through more clearly. I mean, think about it. If you kick me out, then what will I do? Where will I go? You have to help me out here. Where should I go?
Well, why don't you just go ahead and live with the woman you have been cheating on me with? I am sure she would be happy to take you in. Honestly, I really did give it serious thought to allow you to continue to live here. But sorry, you will be the one who is leaving. Not me, like you originally thought. Besides, I love this house. I put my heart and soul into it when it was built and designed. So that gives me the right to dispose of anything I deem unnecessary to me. So since you no longer have anything more to do with me, get out.
Wait a second, Anna. Please. You don't have to say all that. Surely we can work something out together. I can't. I just can't leave. Especially not so soon.
You really are pitiful. You are freaking out and yet you have no one else to blame for the situation you are in but yourself. Are you getting flustered? Am I acting in a way you didn't expect? Are things not going as you planned for them to be going? Is it possible you were planning on having the woman you are having an affair with pay you rent? Were you going to just have her move in here after I left and live off the money she gave you too?
No, that's not it. You got it all wrong, Anna. Honest. But I genuinely have nowhere else to go. If I leave that house, I will probably end up homeless. Come on, Anna. I'll do anything. Please, what do I have to do to make things right and fix things between us? I will do whatever it takes. Please just say the word and I will do it. I'll do anything you say to make it happen.
What the? Are you begging? Wow. I never thought I would see the day someone like you would beg me for anything. Honestly, is this just some sort of big joke? Because you are really making me laugh over here.
No, I'm being honest. I noticed just now how important you are to me, Anna. I need you in my life. That is why I am confident when I say we can fix all the problems between us. We can patch this relationship up and start over together. It just took a little while to realize it. Realizing I had no place to live really hit me hard. Not only that, I can't pay such a ridiculously high rent. I thought because it was our house, I wouldn't have to pay anything. I thought it would be free.
Oh, give it a rest, Anthony. You are so easy to see through. I would never fall for your ulterior motives and allow you to live here for free. You are just now trying to extend your hand in an effort to make things right between us? Too little, too late. We are divorced. Just like you wanted. You got exactly what you asked for. So, now that we are divorced, it's quite simple. If you can't pay the rent, then you need to hurry up and get out. Your final option is I can call the police and have them come. I have no doubt they will help escort you off of my property.
What? You mean they will basically evict me from the premises? You would do that to me?
That's right. I guess I should also mention your job has already been notified of everything that has been going on. Even they agree you will need to pay me for damages and suffering due to this divorce.
Damages? What do you mean? For what?
For cheating on me! I have plenty of proof that you cheated on me, so don't try denying it either. I already contacted a lawyer and he is drafting up all the necessary documents needed for it to be pushed forward, too. So you can stop with the ulterior motives, Anthony. You can't sweet-talk your way out of this any longer.
Wait, hold on. Is this real? Are you being serious about all of this, Anna?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be joking around at a time like this. This is 100% your reality now. You must also have forgotten that you only have your current job thanks to your connection with my uncle. So, you shouldn't be too surprised if he decided to fire you after he hears about everything that happened between us. Especially when he realizes you caused it all. Things are quite bad for you now. Not only do you not have a home, but you also very soon won't have any income either. So maybe you finally realize how valuable this piece of garbage was to you after all. In the end, which of us was the piece of trash, Anthony? So, in the end, it turned out for Anthony just as Anna said. The police unfortunately had to be called as Anthony refused to leave. He didn't go quietly either. It actually turned into quite a scene. But eventually, Anthony was forced to vacate the premises. Thanks to his poor decisions, Anthony lost his job, his partner he was cheating on Anna with, and the house he was living in, all due to the divorce. To the surprise of no one, it was discovered a short while later that Anthony is now homeless. He likes to call it voluntary retirement, but everyone knows the truth. He is absolutely hopeless. He was never able to find another partner, and when he did, they would very quickly kick him to the curb once they found out what his intentions were. The courts decided he owed Anna for his financial and emotional abuse and awarded her with a hefty divorce settlement. But he was never allowed to step foot on Anna's property again. His partner who he cheated with promised to support him, but it didn't take too long for her to give up on him too. Eventually, she too abandoned him and moved on with her life. I guess it's true what they say. If you have no money or at least no skill or drive, then in life you will be left with nothing but regrets. Just like Anthony. I wonder what will happen to him in his next life. Honestly, I don't expect there to be any radical change. He is at a complete loss with how to move forward. Unfortunately, he is just a lost cause. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!
Hey, you must be Lisa, right? The woman that's engaged to Frank?
Sorry, who is this? I don't recognize this number at all.
Are you in panic mode right now because your fiancé still hasn't arrived at the wedding venue to get prepared? You deserve this!
Would you please tell me who this is first? I still haven't figured out who you are yet. We can talk once I know who I'm speaking to.
My name is Nina. Nice to meet you. I'm currently a university student and just turned 19 pretty recently. Today, I'm going to become Frank's wife and become the happiest girl in the world.
Wait, what did you just say? You're going to become his wife.
Well, I know that you're probably in shock right now. You thought that you'd become his wife after all. Unfortunately for you, I'm going to be taking your position. I don't feel that bad about it either.
What are you talking about?
I first met Frank about 6 months ago. It's been very intense between us since then. Today, we're finally getting married and becoming a real family. We're going to have a romantic wedding at the church. Just the two of us. We want to treasure our special moment between just the two of us. So, yeah, that's what's happening. He won't be able to go to your wedding venue. There's no need for you to wait for him because he's not going to turn up. If I were you, I'd hurry up and cancel your wedding and tell all your guests that you're sorry.
I think I finally figured out who you are. You're that university student that works part-time at our company, right?
Yeah, you're right! Why does that matter, though?
Well, thank you for being kind enough to contact me.
Why are you being so calm about this? I thought that you'd be more in panic and shock.
Well, I guess that you thought wrong then.
Oh, I get it. You'd already kind of given up on your wedding, right? I doubt things were going that well between you guys. I guess deep down, you were ready to become dumped by him at any time. You're a 41-year-old grandma, after all. I doubt men show you that much attention at all. Nobody would get married to you if a younger and more attractive girl shows up. Unfortunately for you, I think that this might have been your best chance at getting married. Your expiration date is just around the corner, after all.
My expiration date? Are you serious?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go that far. How cruel of me. Actually, never mind. I think that I did the right thing. I was brave and told you what everyone in society was thinking.
I think I get your point.
I really think it's so gross that a grandma like you is getting married. That's how everyone feels, by the way. Are you even going to be able to have a child at that age? You're going to be gone from this world by the time your child gets into middle school. I'm sure Frank is over the moon that he gets to get married to a beautiful 19-year-old like me instead of you. 41 and 19 years old is an absolutely huge difference, after all.
It sure is. Obviously. Immaturity is nothing to brag about.
It's like comparing a diamond ring to a piece of trash. I'm the diamond ring, by the way. Oh, I guess I didn't need to tell you. It's so obvious, after all.
Are you done talking? Would it be okay if I said something?
What is it, Grandma?
I'm currently out doing some errands. Thanks to you, there's even more things that I have to deal with now. Would it be okay if we stopped texting? I'm really busy.
What? Why are you busy? Oh, I get it. You've got to tell everyone that turned up for your wedding that it's canceled. You should tell them that you're a grandma, so your partner left you for someone else.
That's not what I'm going to tell them. I have other things that I need to get done.
Oh, sorry. Did I get the script wrong? I guess you're going to be an actress and go the dramatic route then? You can collapse onto the floor while crying and tell everyone how cruel this world is. They're all going to think that you're crazy, but won't be able to say anything because you got left at the altar. Well, I'm going to go and exchange my vows to Frank now, so I've got to go. Goodbye, you unlucky grandma. I'm so sorry for what happened to you today. Hello again, Grandma. Do you still remember who I am?
My name is Lisa. You're 19 years old. You should know what is acceptable to say to someone and what is not. You have to respect those that are older than you. Frank's mother is very strict about those kinds of things, so you better fix your bad mouth if you really plan on getting married to him. I really recommend that you show her a lot of respect or else you're going to have a difficult time.
Why are you pretending that you know so much about his family all of a sudden? You're not going to be part of their family now. I decided to text you because I have something to tell you. You're probably really upset and trying to process what happened today, but I just couldn't help it.
What is it? I'm really busy right now, so please make it quick.
Me and Frank just got officially married! It just proves how much we love and care about each other. I am just so proud of how much I've accomplished in my life already. 19 years old and already married? What a huge achievement! I'm the first one to get married in my group of friends. I'm happy for Frank, too. He can boast to everyone that he has a university student as his wife. I bet all his friends are going to be jealous of him.
Well, that's good for you. I'm not sure if those are things that you should be happy about.
I love that I can just brush off your insults because you're too old to get me anyway. I understand you're trying to be mean because you're upset right now. Also, I get to live in Frank's high-rise condo from today. That's what I've been looking forward to the most.
So, that's why you decided to steal him from me. He's only 3 years younger than me, so he's 38 years old. That's exactly double your age. I really couldn't figure out why you would want to get married to someone that is so much older than you. Of course, it's the high-rise condo.
Say what you want. I really don't care about what you think about me.
I'll tell you just in case, but that condo isn't his property, by the way. It's his father's property.
Oh, really? Well, I don't mind either way. As long as I get to live there and have lots of fun with him, then I don't care who owns the place.
I see. I'm really surprised that someone is so happy to start living in that hell. It's very courageous of you.
What did you just say? Hell? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm not going to stop you because you seem so happy about it. Go ahead and find out for yourself.
Wait, what is it? I don't understand. Tell me what it is.
I'm busy and have lots of things that I have to get done. Goodbye.
I guess you were just lying to me. It was all just empty threats. There was nothing wrong. It wasn't anything like the hell that you said it would be. Yesterday night was a very special night. We had so much fun together. We barely had any time to sleep. I was a little scared when you told me it would be hell. Now I regret that I was worried for even a little moment. I guess that you were just being mean to me because you were upset that I stole him. How pathetic of you. Please stop causing me so many problems. I know that you still have feelings for him, but he's married to me now. I don't really like the fact that you're trying to take him back. It's impossible for a grandma like you. Would you please just leave us alone and give up? You lost to me. I won, and getting married to him was the prize. There's no second place prize for someone like you. There's no point in even trying to win him back, okay? You lost. Okay, I'm going to get back in bed with him. Goodbye, and have a great day. Wow, I'm blown away. My life is just so amazing. I didn't think that getting married at 19 years old was such a huge achievement. I posted on Instagram that I got married and started living in a high-rise condo. The post is getting so many likes and comments, I'm kind of getting overwhelmed. I guess that everyone's really jealous of me. Oh, I just got another comment from my friend. Oh, do you want me to tell you my Instagram, Mrs. Grandma? There's so many cute pictures of me on my page. Make sure you like all of my posts if you're going to follow me, though. I'll make sure to post lots of photos of me and Frank together. I guess you'd become way too jealous and frustrated if you see that. Oh, wait, I forgot that you are such a dinosaur. Do you even know what Instagram is? It's an app that you can get on your phone. Lisa, what the hell just happened? I think I saw something that I shouldn't have seen. Please, would you explain?
What are you talking about? Why are you even contacting me this often?
Frank's parents just came to visit us. They came into our condo that we live in. What is wrong with this family? They were acting so strangely the entire time. His mother kept treating him like a little baby and was calling him an angel. Like, literally as if it were his name. I thought that I must have misheard at first. He also kept calling her mommy. I'd be worried if a high schooler called his mom that way. He's a full-grown adult. What is wrong with him?
So, it's begun.
Wait, and there's more. It gets so much worse. I got told that they're going to start living with us starting today. On top of that, I was told that Frank and his mother are going to be sleeping together in the bedroom. Mother and son! I'm supposed to sleep in the living room or the kitchen. What is this all about? I think it's disgusting. It's so gross.
His father just watches them as if what's happening is completely normal, right? He just stands there and does nothing.
Yeah, exactly! He He's acting as if everything that is happening is completely normal. I didn't get told that they would live with us before we got married. How could they keep this all a secret from me?
Well then, why don't you just get a divorce?
That's not really an option. I just got married a few days ago. I just posted that I got married on Instagram too. I can't go back now. I don't want to be known as the girl that got divorced at 19 years old. How could I live with such a reputation?
But I thought that you don't want to live with that crazy family.
I don't want to, but I just can't damage my reputation. My life looks perfect from the outside right now. Everyone is jealous of me.
Well, it's up to you to decide which part of your life you're going to prioritize from now on. It's either your real happiness or perceived happiness. It's obvious which one you should be choosing. Also, I did kind of warn you about all this. I told you that I was surprised that you decided to go and live in hell, right? Well, this is what I meant by that.
I thought that you were just trying to be mean to me. You should have explained it all in detail.
Like you would have listened. I told you that the owner of that condo is his father, right? His parents run a real estate agent together. That's why he's able to live in such a nice place when he doesn't even earn that much.
What? You knew about all this? I hate you for not telling me earlier.
I actually ended my engagement with him around 2 weeks ago because of how gross his relationship with his mother is.
Wait, you guys ended your engagement? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, around that time. So you didn't really steal him from me. I was more than happy to give him to you. Me and Frank work at the same company, and that's how we became pretty close. We had a work project together, and that's when he proposed to me. He's very respected at work and is very reliable, so that's why I ended up saying yes to his proposal. One day, I accidentally saw him interacting with his mother. They were acting like a couple in love. I thought it was gross, and all my feelings that I had towards him disappeared instantly.
What have I gotten myself into?
I tried to end things with Frank without offending them too much and went to talk with his family. What his mother told me was really weird. She said that she wanted me to get married to him so that I could look after him and take care of him. She then went on to tell me that she chose you to also be his partner to deal with his sexual needs. You're very young, after all. This is when I found out about you and that he was cheating on me. She then went on to tell me that I was no longer needed and that she would take care of Frank by herself in my place.
You've got to be kidding me. They're insane.
Well, there's more. That's only the first reason that I decided to cut ties with them all.
Well, what about that wedding you guys were meant to have yesterday? Was that all a lie as well?
I canceled that wedding a very long time ago. As soon as I saw how weird they were, I called the organizers right away.
I thought that you told me that you were really busy yesterday because I stole him from you. Weren't you busy because you had to cancel the wedding at the last minute? I thought you were out apologizing to all the guests that traveled all the way.
That's just what you assumed. I never said anything like that. It's true that I had to do something because you texted me, though. I was just very surprised that the person that my fiancé was sleeping with contacted me directly. I went to see my lawyer immediately, as I wanted to show him very clear evidence of him cheating on me. It made it a lot easier to track the financial evidence. I guess I should thank you for the evidence.
You went to see a lawyer about this? Why would you do that? I didn't do anything wrong.
You'll find out soon enough. There are certain rules in this society, by the way. Maybe you're too young to understand them well enough. Anyway, the second reason why I decided to cancel my wedding with him was because he was cheating on me. You also told me that you guys were seeing each other for 6 months. That would mean you guys were seeing each other while me and Frank were engaged.
Why does that matter? It was real love, and that can't be stopped.
Well, firstly, you guys were cheating on me, and on top of that, he was using the money that I earned on you. He was spending way more money in the past 6 months than what he earned from his job. He was taking money out of our joint account and spending it with you. I'm going to sue you both and get all of that money back. I have plenty of evidence to back this all up.
You're going to sue us for money? I thought he got me all the expensive stuff because he earned a lot. He lives in a high-rise condo, so I assumed that he makes over 6 figures every year. Anyway, you guys weren't even married. Can you really sue us for that?
It's still possible because we were already engaged. On top of that, he was stealing my money to use on you. That's probably the more important part of this. All those expensive dinners, luxury hotels, and high-brand gifts. How did you think he afforded it with his pathetic salary? The amount of money that you guys will have to pay me hasn't been decided yet, but I'm sure it will be over $10,000 easily.
What? That much? How are we meant to pay that?
It's not something that you can just get away with. What you guys did was a crime. My lawyer is going to contact you guys at a later date with the details. Try to realize what you've done and just listen to what he tells you, okay? You wouldn't want this problem to get any bigger, would you?
I can't believe this is happening to me. How am I meant to pay for such a huge amount of money? Frank barely earns anything either. I'm only a university student. I don't even have a job right now. What the hell am I meant to do?
Nina's parents had gotten a divorce when she was younger, and they both had their own families now. They were unable to help her out. As for the lawsuit, we decided on a settlement fee of $20,000 between the two of them, and it was paid to me by Frank's parents. Nina had nowhere to go now, so she decided to stay and live with that weird family in their condo. One day, Frank's father decided to get a divorce with his mother out of nowhere. I guess he couldn't pretend this was normal anymore. He was the owner of the high-rise condo, so he decided to kick the rest of them out, including Nina and Frank. While that was happening, Frank made a huge mistake at work. I guess he was getting ahead of himself as he was so happy that he married a 19-year-old. The company lost lots of money due to his mistake and decided to fire him. Nina was left with an unemployed husband and his mother that he had a weird relationship with. She ended up giving up on university and decided to work to support her family. Currently, she is working 2 jobs and living in a rusty old apartment, desperately trying to make a living for the 3 of them. Thanks for watching! If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.